You know, not a day goes by that I'm not lambasted or have to deal with being the person in the room that people don't like, and I never actually got why that is. It makes absolutely zero sense to me. As a person that is known for talking my highly opinion or talking what I think, I'm not afraid to say what's on my mind, and a lot of people seem to think that as a bad thing. I don't know, don't really care. I have no point of consciousness on this. But as far as it goes, as I said in a previous video, I don't like the politicization of things that happen. And that is exactly what's going on in the United States today. I can show you my news feed as it is right now on Ground News. That's right. I look a lot into gun control and stuff like that because I keep tabs on things, given what my day job, well, what one of my jobs is. And there is constant call screaming and stuff like that. And I do feel bad for people that are shot by guns. However, at the same time, I do necessarily believe that we need to be having a conversation about how to prevent these atrocities in the first place, and what are acceptable measures in which we do so. That being said, I don't believe that gun controls have worked in the first place. I don't believe that it will ever work in any meaningful sense of the word. I honestly believe that in most cases, what you call, or which y'all's laws that you're calling for, in places where those laws were already in effect, tend not to work. But that's just my opinion. It doesn't matter if you're left or right. It doesn't matter if you're a centrist. At the end of the day, you need a way to defend yourself, and the easiest way for somebody to defend themselves is the great equalizer, the firearm. But what do I know? It's just the way it is. They want to get rid of your ability to protect yourself, but they don't realize that without the ability to protect yourself, the whole system of the United States doesn't work. What's even more terrifying is that they were using the Chesapeake Massacre, and I am saying massacre because that is what that is. It is a massacre, to scream that we need to ban assault weapons when that was completely perpetrated by a pistol. I can go out there and kill somebody with a 22 if I really, really wanted to. It's a good thing I don't. But I don't think greater gun control will ever actually be the answer. I don't think anybody really has any idea what the unintended consequences of their actions are. Rather, I am starting to believe that we are run by a cabal of morons. A cabal of neoliberalist people who thinks that they can just appease the clown with this quick fix solution even though it doesn't actually fix the problem. You see, in the case of the Colorado Springs guy, he had already violated everything that should cause his guns to be taken away from him. And yet he still had firearms. In various other mass shooting cases, those firearms weren't even legal. They were not legally allowed to have firearms. And yet I sit here beating a dead bush talking about this particular thing over and over and over again. But nobody ever listens to people like me because we're the social outcast. We're the person that's like, well, that doesn't make sense. And I want to be honest with you. It's kind of a scary time in which we are living. We have constant cases of gun laws going to federal court because the ATF is enforcing things on the state level when they don't have jurisdictions over that particular area. The Texas suppressor thing. We have instances where things as mundane as shoelaces are considered machine guns, or where selling something that has a picture of an autoseer will get you a felony arrest, where a forced reset trigger, which isn't full auto by any definition, is seen as a machine gun. We live in a country where every one of our rights have been eroded away to the point that we're in dangerous territories. I can't even say the things on my mind half the time because I'm afraid of the lambasting. I'm afraid that I would be put in jail in a heartbeat. And if I lived in California, I most certainly would be in jail just for saying what was on my mind. Is this the United States that you want to leave for your children? Is this the United States in which you want to be a part of? Is this even the country that we grew up and were promised? Because I highly doubt it is. And I believe that we deserve so much better. No, I know a lot of people are going to go, but Jackie, yeah, I don't care. If you think you're under threat, the easiest way to walk around and not be under threat is a gun. But what do I know? I'm just some dumb guy on the internet. Nobody really cares about me. My opinions are my opinions. But in the next well, probably around next Sunday, I'll be doing gaming stuff again. And this will just become intermediate drivel. Because quite honestly, this hurts my brain. Anyways, guys, I love you. Bye bye.